Alright, we got a croc to kill. Hopefully. Alright, let's go kill a croc. That's weird. It's Wednesday. Now's the time I normally start. Let's go, Strauss. Okay, yeah, getting those levels did not help with how much this place hurts. That should be fun. Well, I'm not gonna lie, Zambi. Though basically all those items were never getting used anyways. I legitimately had never played through a Souls game of any kind, be it Souls itself or a Souls-like game, and actually use the items. I legitimately never have. Painful as it might have been, legitimately nothing would have happened with them anyways. Yeah, probably. You must love status effect damage. I just do my best to not get hit by things that cause status effect damage. Like I said, don't ask me why. I legitimately have just never used items like that in any of the Souls games or Souls-like games. good, Trunks? Of course you are. I swear, Trunks, so at least 80% of the times nowadays you come into my stream, you're sick. I don't know why or how, but you seem to always be sick. And that's really not good. I know, right? I'll load the game. I'll load the game. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how much easier a boss is when you go into the game when you go into the DLC at a recommended level. Doesn't exactly make the boss easy, but it makes it much easier. You're just old. We're all getting there, man. Yeah, as you said. Yeah, as Colonel said in yesterday's stream, the other weapons in the DLC are stronger, unless you can parry. If you can parry, then Glade's stronger. Yeah, so far the only weapon I found pretty much has been a spear, and yeah, not really my forte. I'm hoping to find something that's not this wave. Primarily because a boss could end up going from stupid difficult to stupid easy, depending on learning the Fable parry timing. And where's the fun in that? Yeah, I think that I'd have been more off stream when I was getting those few levels. But yeah. Christ. Remember when I said earlier the levels made this definitely a lot more doable, but not necessarily easy? Yeah, there you go. Christ. Seriously, drugs feel better, man. I hate the fact that it seems like almost every time we talk, you're sick. And it's the summer. It's the summer right now. It's not even supposed. It's not. You're not even. This is not even supposed to be. It's not the winter. You're not supposed to get sick till winter. It's not flu season. What the hell are you doing, GameStop? Well, if it goes the same as yesterday's Ambi, the boss will be dead before you come back. I bet this crocodile is supposed to be the easy part of this DLC too, which is very concerning. I don't know if it actually is or not, and I'm just making it up, but if it is, that is very concerning. Heal there until you know the tail's not coming. You're a punk. Anyway, do I still have the settings of it? No. Alright, I didn't turn it up all the way. I didn't turn it up all the way back up, so now it's in the middle. We'll see if that's any better. I don't think I check to see what tournaments this weekend for the tour. Pretty sure there's something this weekend. Yeah. Hessen Crash in Germany. Then we got that in Argentina. Then we got that is the Mix-Up in France. Then we got that Italy. We got that is Boston. And there's gonna be, we're gonna have we're gonna have a lot of shit to watch every weekend for the next like 5 weeks straight. So maybe we either this is turned into a podcast or not. Maybe that will. Hopefully by then my new layout will be done. That way you guys will have a bigger game screen and watch screen. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, you haven't. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I'll turn it back down then. When you said that, I thought you meant as in you can't hear the game anymore. You can only hear me speaking. I misunderstood. My bad. Suckers, my bad that I can't steal this stupid gator. Jesus Christ, man. And this is why Renee said even with the maxed out character, she was still getting absolutely destroyed. This shit hurts. I parried none of those. Whenever I fight giant creatures in these games involving parries, and when I say these games involving parries, I mean this game and Sekiro. It makes me just makes me wish this was Souls and I was just dodging. Parrying giant animal just feels awkward as all hell. That tail, man. Gotta watch that tail. Some DLC. I think you're smelling some blood coming from the DLC. That was a good time, Razor. I cannot get the freaking parry timing down on this thing. Okay, bloody, no. Painful and involving me dying a lot. Yes. were saying, Sonic Racer? You were saying? Oh my lord. I can't even get past the first boss of this freaking DLC, man. Oh god. Apparently I should have chosen an easier difficulty. But we don't do that here. Because I'm stupid. Freaking falls over Rangers. We're on the tail again, man. We're on the tail again. Hey, we got him. Finally.
Ooh, the size of that thing! Is that how big they normally get?
God, I hope not.
Anyway, that was a huge takedown, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Might I say, you're pretty good at this.
Not really. Holy hell. First try is in like 40 minutes yesterday and 30 minutes today or something like that. 30 minutes yesterday and 30 today. I don't know. Oh no, it took forever.
My eternal master rules this too. Markiona.
Markiona.
You cannot enter without her permission. My master will kill you.
That crocodile killed me multiple times, so it's fine. Nothing I'm not used to at this point. I apparently need a key to go there. I need a key from the person who apparently is going to kill me, so I appreciate that, Refinery. After how Combo Breaker went, I'm very glad that CEO did not go the same way. Gonna go through this way though. Alright, this way to go. Where am I showing off the belt? So still need to work on getting my eventual stream room set up. But once it is, we're going to get something for me to hang the belt on along with all my medals.
This zoo is my domain, and you dare disturb it with your troublemaking, your ructions, your mischief.
sure. And yeah. Hey, well, I know I'm talking as if I got 33rd, not second. But that being said, that was a pretty painful second, since a win there would have guaranteed me a spot in the finals. Also, I got it to the finals for CEO the same way I did Combo Breaker, and Combo Breaker didn't go very well in the finals. So hey, I can be happy. I can be happy and relieved about it. Even though technically the placement was only one spot higher. It was a very important one spot higher, though. Alright, it was a very important one spot higher. Well, that doesn't look fun. Yeah, it's probably the most important one, one spot higher. What the hell did she just kick at me? Oh, she didn't kick anything at me. I got puppeted with a gun. Oh, she is kicking me too, though. First at CEO. So second at Combo Breaker got me 150 since it was a plat event. First at CEO, since CEO was a gold plus event, I got 200 for it. So I'm at 350 total. And first on the leaderboard for point qualifiers, and second on the leaderboard overall behind the dude who won Evo Japan. Lord. Yeah, that part of the DLC ain't changing. If I had gone second in CEO, I would have gotten 100 points. Then third was 45. Yeah, they probably did it just to avoid any responsibility for themselves in terms of deciding the seedings. Because last year they had to decide and then just hope that people would be okay with their decision on who got seeded what, based on their decision of the plat events. Which, most people were not overly thrilled with their decisions on what plat event got what seed. So I think just to remove that possibility again, they're just like, nope, everyone just gets points now, and points will decide the seedings. Which, to be fair, is probably a smart decision on their part. Can't exactly blame them for that. So you got 600 for 3 golds, 200 for 2 plat pluses, and so yeah, 1,045 for a silver. Yeah, 1,045 is technically the max. But that would require you to go to 3 gold plus events and 2 plat plus events, and in both plat plus events, meaning Evo Japan, and Evo France, you need to play second. And I told this to Coco. I was like, dude, if I go to Evo and Evo France and I play second in both, just shoot me. Hey, if I go to freaking Evo, if I freaking go to Evo and Evo Japan, or not Evo Japan, and Evo France, so 2 Evo tournaments, and I place second in both of them in the same year, my God, I'm not going to care that I got maximum amount of plat points possible without auto qualifying. I would be dead inside. No, I said that to Coco because me and him were discussing the leaderboard and what events the two of us were going to this year. Now that I won CEO, and just in general what he was going to. So it basically just came up in conversation pretty much. I also told him I was going to Evo, but I'm not allowed to win. He's like, I told him I'm not. I told him I can't win. I'm not winning Evo. So I think he was confused when I said that. Cause he's like, wait, you're not going to Evo? I'm like, no, I'm going to Evo. But Aaron DeMax said I was not allowed to win Evo, so that means I can't. No, as far as I'm aware of, as of right now for the World Tour, Coco has only entered Evo Japan, which went surprisingly bad for someone who was as ridiculously good at the game as he is. Then again, it went surprisingly bad for just about everybody in Japan who went there, who all think is surprisingly good. Freaking Tororo barely making top 8, Gamera not even making top 24. But honestly, it was an insane event in terms of what happened to the best players. Or who we thought were the best players going into it. Clearly they were not the best players that weekend, obviously. I just recognized the freaking music that's playing in the background right now. Oh great, this guy's throwing magic now too. Oh, shh. Oh, nice. Yeah, if I knew that Fatal Fury was going to have a tournament there, I probably would have gone to Evo Japan. But if anything, I'll hopefully be able to. I'll hopefully try and go next year with Grand Blue and 2XKO. But more than likely, there's a chance Invincible will be out before Evo Japan. I don't think there's any chance that Marvel Tokon's going to be out before Evo Japan. So that's why my current Evo Japan plans, if I do go, is Grand Blue and 2XKO, because they'll both be there, or they'll both be out, and they'll both be there. That we've done the 2XKO is out and doesn't and isn't on the main lineup. Yeah, apparently I was like the only person that did not get a freaking invite to try Invincible at Combo Breaker. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had hopes when I first saw the trailer, or sorry, saw like the follow-up video to the initial trailer. But then watching the gameplay footage for Mark or whatever the heck the kid's name is, and then seeing the follow-ups, I was just like, man, this really does not look great. Doesn't exactly look like the most amount of fun to play, and doesn't really look like the most. Doesn't exactly look all that great either. God, there's a lot of these guys. Oh, that's going to be helpful. You guys can kill me now. You guys are going to do it before I make it back, I'm sure. Maybe not. Oh, they're still after me. Where's the thing? Isn't the thing supposed to be right here? Favorite comment about it was looks like what a game and a TV show would look like. Ah, okay. I don't know why I thought it was right there. Ignore me. I know what I'm doing. Also, I'm not sure I consider that. Also, it's a good comment and probably is very accurate, but I'm not sure I would consider that a good thing. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't. I was just saying. Oh, missed out on that parry. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, my prediction right now is that 2XKO comes out very end of this year. I think Invincible is going to come out early next year, and I think Marvel is going to come out late next year. That's my current release timing predictions. Because Marvel we've seen nothing of. Where Invincible people have already play tested it, and we're getting character trailers, etc., etc., etc. So I'm going to assume that Invincible is going to be an early 2026 release, and Marvel's going to be a late. Yep, because they're continuing to swear by a 2025 release. And I'm sure, since they're continuing to swear by it, I'm assuming that it's going to be true. So until said otherwise, I'm going to assume that that is what's going to happen. But yeah, so my prediction. That's my prediction. 2SKO is going to be late. It's going to be late this year. Invincible is going to be early next year. God, that delayed is all hell. Emergency Directive Number 1. There's an emergency directive from the Order, set to the highest priority. Intelligence gathered indicates that a puppet currently heading to Krat Zoo could significantly affect the Order's plans. Specific details cannot be shared, but somehow I have them now. But the leaders have confirmed the continued autonomous operation of the target poses a significant threat to our future. Markiona and the alchemists under her command are hereby ordered to stop the target's advance at all costs. Any puppet acting alone must be considered a threat. Emergency Directive Number 1 is now in effect. Yeah, definitely much more excited for Marvel than I am for Invincible. That is 100%. That's 100% true though. Marvel looks sick. I'm slightly concerned based on the fact that it's a 4v4 game and we have really nothing to compare it to, because a 4v4 game is kind of unheard of at this point in fighting games. Also, many people do not like the idea of the fact that it's got Guilty Gear wall breaks. So we'll see. So it's somehow going to be a 4v4 Marvel game with Guilty Gear wall breaks. So which 3 of your friends are you going to be competing with at EVO next year? It's not like 2XKO. It's as far as I'm aware of it's not 4v4 with 4 freaking players. That's just 2XKO that's going to be like that. So. It could be worse, Zambi. It could be an impact. Then again, an impact is a fun game though. So. I will continue to stand by that. Then impact does not look great, but it is very fun. I will continue to stand by that. So, what it sounds like people are saying, Invincible is going to be the same way, but we shall see. Marvel looks sick as hell though, and I hope if ArcSys brings it to a tournament to have people try. I hope I get invited this time. Yeah, the more I watch Nen Impact gameplay, honestly, the more the graphics, the less the graphics bother me. Because the mix-ups, the combos all look really freaking cool. So honestly, the more gameplay I see of it, the less the graphics bother me. Am I going to get it and try to get good at it? Probably not, but because right now I'm primarily just playing SKO. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't at least somewhat tempted. Primarily because I do miss practicing a tag game. I have not gotten the demo version. But I have had the chance to try the game at tournaments, as well as I was in the exhibition for it at Evo. So like I said, the game is definitely fun. Dear Lord. Oh, you didn't break that. Great, it's another ladder. I can't climb. Yeah, so mix-up wise, combo wise, most of that stuff is just me. It's just stuff I've seen on YouTube. My team at the moment, though, would still end up being Meruem, Killua, and Miss Shadow. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything I see. The only thing I've really missed, I think, so far is the one item at the end of this thing. God, which I might as well try and grab here real quick. Grindstone coating capsule. Restore special. Oh, interesting. Yeah, yeah, you're right. There was one other thing in the water. All right, we'll go grab that too. How's the DLC? First boss was cool. Not the areas so far have been cool. The first boss was cool. I hate the enemies so far. Probably at least half the enemies are like, what if you gave dogs regular like extra enemy power. Like what if you gave dogs many boss level damage? Oh, that's like here. Oh, isn't it? Oh, isn't it? Then I'm over here too. God damn it! I missed one more item. You streamed the DLC the day I beat it. Well, I started the DLC yesterday. Dang it, very far. So I went into the DLC at 65. I am now level 80. Because of the fact that I was getting one shot by the crocodile. And seriously, the enemies in this DLC are basically what happens if you give dogs mini boss damage. They're fast as all hell, and they hurt like nothing else. Like I said, areas so far have been areas have been good. They look really cool. I like the aesthetics. But seriously, the fact that I could literally die to any of these enemies just from fighting them normally, but I can't outrun them pretty much without getting lucky, is ridiculous. I had made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Fucking hell. I just want this item, then I can die. I got an ancient disc. I don't want to make the boss, like, I want to make the regular enemies easier, but I don't want to make the bosses easier. It's like I'm cool fighting the difficult bosses and getting somewhat good. As long as I'm not getting one shot by the hit of a boss, I'm okay with it. Like as with the crocodile, I was fine for the most part getting two shot by the crocodile, but I was getting one shot. But I was getting one shot by his grab, so that's why I went and leveled up. But yeah, these freaking regular enemies though, man. Yes, and that was less frustrating than this has been. Oh yeah, you're right. There's one item over there on the other circle. Well, I'm probably going. I'm being forced to go back.
Everything I'm seeing makes me think this room belongs to a master puppeteer.
Good thing, unlike an Elden Ring, they can't climb the ladder. An Echo player.
This is a message for Markiona, my sadly not departed friend.
Sadly not.
Important matters brought me to your door. I am searching for my lost apprentice.
Oh, that's a great line. I
might need to steal that.
that.
You or your other alchemist fiends had taken him. I hope you don't mind, but I made a mess of your lackeys as I passed through. If you do, consider it partial payment for what happened to my other apprentice. As soon as I am able, I shall return to collect your remaining debt. Until then, take care not to die. From Leia, Florence, Monad.
My sadly not departed friend.
Okay, so we are definitely, absolutely, irrefutably in the past. Unbelievable. The Leia Florence. She's the one they call the legendary stalker. Story is, she went missing a long time ago, in Krot, as it happens, but here she is, still building the legend. And between Markiona and Leia, I know who we're siding with. We still don't know why we're here, but maybe we're here to meet the legendary stalker.
But yeah, Zambi. I went into Elden Ring DLC with like +3 health pots and only having like 10 of them rather than 16 of them. And I don't use items in that. I never didn't use any items in that game besides healing. I don't use any items in this game or in any of those Souls games. So clearly I'm a glutton for punishment, as we're well aware of when it comes to these games. Red ribbon that someone dropped. Okay. But yeah, so far I like this DLC, except for the regular enemies, because someone turned them up a few notches way too high. Someone definitely turned up their notches way too high, to say the least. Ow. Ow. Cannonball? Ah, Predator's on the other side of this thing. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Go enjoy dinner there, Refinery. We'll see you later. Oh great, another well, we found another boss. So before the other boss, let's go die on that ladder again. So you're level 112 going to the DLC Pixel? Then yeah, you probably had a much easier time with the start of it than I am. Finally having to press this computer again. Once I actually finish the DLC and I can go watch watch Colonel streams again. I'm looking forward to seeing how Colonel deals with running past these enemies. Oh wait a second! I just remembered I could have just run through the gates. Well, I'm probably not surviving to head up the ladder. I completely forgot about the gates already. I don't even know. I just forgot about the gate. Alright, well, so I'm probably not getting that one item on this attempt. I'm on this one. Next one. That's on the next one. Yeah, I ain't surviving. I ain't surviving it good. Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. The item's on the one after this. Oh shit! One of them's sprinting at me. One of them's sprinting at me. Oh, no, that wasn't. I was on the lower one. Son of a bitch. Wait, how do I get over there? Am I able to run past that guy? I must be able to run past that guy then. Just watch it be an item I could not care less about. We'll find out. Because I'm about to get stuck fighting a boss. I'm about to get stuck fighting a boss for a while. So. Well, there's an item on the other side of that box, so the question is how to get to it. And more than likely, it's not. And doing this is just delaying me seeing the next boss. So I can break these, I'm guessing? Yeah, I can break these, okay. So it says it's a Fable Catalyst. Well, there was pretty much only two options. It was either going to be breakable boxes or a way to drop. So. The boxes was the next thing to check. Ow. And you can think about whether or not you're bugging. I'm gonna go check out that boss. I'm gonna check out the next boss. Okay, so the first boss was a crocodile. Let's see what the next one's going to be, shall we? I hate it when people tell me good luck before a boss. It typically ends up being really bad. Okay, what we got? Open sesame.
I was told that murderous puppet had come to call on me. So who is this handsome guest standing before me? It matters not.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this lady from the trailer.
You belong to me now. To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure.
Okay, light turns red, the puppet's going to attack.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Good news and bad news. Good news is she hurts a lot less than the crocodile. Bad news is I ain't doing shit for damage to her.
You will make foul adornment for my name, don't you?
Okay. That gonna help, but we'll swap to electric.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Oh, that puppet has not that much health. I'm going to assume Puppet dies, it turns to a 1v1. She dies while Puppet lives, then I just win anyways. That's my assumption on how this fight works, or that Puppet dies way quicker than she does.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Okay, I got it. I see red, I got you. I got you.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure.
Fuck it.
Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemist?
Okay.
You dare destroy my sublime creation.
Oh, she just revives it. Revives it over too.
Death is my domain, and you shall
That's
serve
annoying.
me for
Okay. That's annoying. Cool fight though. That's the case. I should.
To think I became
That's the case,
anxious when told a fearsome
probably
foe had
probably
arrived.
stick with fire.
What a
against her.
fool I was. Death is my domain,
with fire.
and you shall
It's the
serve
plan, I
me
gotta
for
kill
all eternity.
Her. Papa dying. Oh, Papa dying is good. Papa dying is good just because it's a 1v1 at that point, but doesn't end until she dies, and that puppet was getting its health back way too quick for my liking.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
I probably if I roll forward, I wonder if she keeps sending them outwards. Give me a few swings to try that next time.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
I could not
None
see
who enter
her.
this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Did they kill you?
Is my name, and you shall
That was a
serve.
really bad idea. Yeah, I was thinking that too when I first read that zombie. I was like, man, I wish I had a little puppet to have that be a secondary weapon. I get to call upon my own puppet to use. That'd been nice.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
Okay, so far of all of her attacks, the one where her puppet spins like a top is definitely the most dangerous. Certainly seems like it. Cool.
To think I became
I'm enjoying
anxious
I'm enjoying
when
this
told
fight
a
so
fearsome
far.
foe had arrived.
Cool fight.
What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Why did I heal, please. I don't really die in there. I probably should have healed.
Why must you, legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way?
Attack at some point. Okay, I suddenly feel less bad about freaking targeting the puppet and stuff.
You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Yeah, because as much as I think I'm doing decently in the fight, she's only down like a quarter to a third of her health. And more than likely, by the time odds are, with the amount of damage I'm currently doing, I basically need to kill her puppet more than likely twice before
You're
I'll
not
kill
the puppet I was
her.
expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way? You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Yeah, I figured she's probably with. I figured that's what it is. At this point, I'm just thinking kill Puppet so I can more focus on her easier. So I'm thinking Electric is probably the go-to here. Is it? I honestly don't even know. I honestly don't even know which would be the go-to here.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Ben first? Yep, Ben first.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Oh, I'm probably dead here.
Is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of cool. It's fine. Not like I tried parrying that anyways. I tried the dodge and this failed.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
I'm dead.
You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
I don't even know. At this point, though, it's not like it really matters which element I do, anyways. Since right now, if I can't get the puppet down even once with Electric, then she ain't dying anytime soon.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? Repaying me for my lost time. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
I'm not sure which attack it is, but she's got one attack where she used the puppet, and then after the puppet swings, she immediately chucks an orb at me. And that's just cheating.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Yeah, this DLC definitely seems like it.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all.
Really? Really?
Who thought this was okay?
Thank you.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all.
I'm starting to get a feeling that Pixel was giving me too much credit when
You're not the
saying
puppet I was
fine you'll beat this in
expecting.
77 tries.
Who are you?
Starting to think I was giving too much credit.
You will make a fine adornment for my
Yeah, I'm
room.
starting to think I was giving too much credit. Holy shit, dude.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must a legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way? I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose paying me for my lost time?
What the shit?
You impudent little puppet. To push me this
Oh
far.
great, he's got a phase 2 as well.
You will make fine adornment for my
Great, she's got a great after even after all this, she's got a phase 2. Cheerful.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who
Look
are
at that.
you?
Look at that many attempts to beat her, huh? You're way better at this game than I am.
Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
Probably one. Odds are that's probably what I'm spending the rest of tonight's stream on. Just her.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream.
I don't know how I dodged that.
You will make fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
First one I dodged blind. Second one I just untargeted her for some reason, even though the string was still red. First one was blind luck. Second one was pure stupidity. Fire is definitely the way to go, though, because yeah,
To think I became
her puppet
anxious when told a
just
fearsome foe had
puppet just
arrived.
taking too long to kill.
What a fool I was. Why must you, as a legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way? How humiliating that you should see a power I was saving for later. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream. You will make fine adornment for my room, don't you?
Okay, well that was the new best attempt. Which unfortunately was like 50%. Kind of unfortunate that she was. What can we have on? I forgot how my stamina is.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Death is my domain, and you shall serve. To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Death is my domain, and you shall serve
I
me
hate
for
that attack. Of all her attacks, that's probably my least favorite one so far.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
That's unfortunate. I should really probably save that for
That's my work half.
trades.
How do you propose repaying me for my lost time?
After the big boot. Again.
You will make a fine adornment for my room,
I'm gonna
don't
try
you
to
think?
finish this. Bad choice, I guess.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. You will make a fine adornment for my room.
I keep trying to parry her, and I keep dying every time I try.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
No, I do not think so.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Not for the parry, but
Why must you, the legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way?
No, I cannot get away with that.
You make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Clearly.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die! Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemists? Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. Death is mine, and you shall serve me for... You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must you, the legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way?
Fuck. Hold on.
Can't get away quick enough, can you?
What was that tracking?
You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Yo, Fatty Raid. What's good, Colonel?
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
I was just trying to
Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die! Can't get away quick enough, can you? You make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
I'm starting to have my doubts if I'm even going to kill Markiona tonight. We killed Croc tonight. I'm starting to think we're not killing her tonight.
You're not the puppet I was
Yeah,
expecting.
Zambi said the same thing, and you guys are both way better at this game than I am.
Why must you, the legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way? Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemist? Weep in despair, tremble in fear. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
I've seen her phase 2 attack twice, and that's all I've got so far.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for...
Need more what now?
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
We have time to...
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Repaying me for my lost time.
Finally got a freaking Fable parry, and I went for the heavy, and she's not pushing. Fingers.
can you? Is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
Yeah, trust me, Colonel. I would love to do. I would love to do more charge heavy attacks. Problem is, I tend to not really be able to do much at the time. Half the time I can. Half the time I can, she flies away. Another half the time I try, she.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
Sounds good. Good luck with that. Wish me luck killing her tonight. So we can continue. So we can continue through the DLC tomorrow. Now good night, Colonel. This is why I stick to Graham. This is why I stick to Graham. Winning CEO is easier than this shit.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was.
And once again, see, left away.
Death is my domain, and you shall serve.
Couple autos in the charge heavy, and nope, gone. This is that's what I get for trying to be like Colonel.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Can't get away quick enough, can you? Is my domain, and you shall serve me for all eternity.
Well, that was my best attempt going into getting grabbed. Still at 5 health pots. If I dodge that, get a charge heavy. Get the impale, get a bunch of damage, going to be a new PB, and nope, instead I got grabbed. We're getting there, but we're still a long way off. Fucking hell.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Weep in despair, tremble in fear. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for.
I cannot tell the difference between the two swing into the jump and the 4 swing. I honestly cannot tell the difference between the two right now. I'm parrying the slams. That's about it.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
I am killing her tonight.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. You impudent little bitch, to push me this far. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Oh. So I did everything for the most part right about that part, except for that. We're on the second boss so far, Rice, and I'm getting my butt kicked. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good night so
You're
far.
not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must you, the legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way? You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you?
Yep, Croc is dead. And now Croc is dead, and we found someone more difficult. And I've got a feeling it's all downhill from here. I know I said that after the crocodile, but turns out I was very accurate. Thank you. I will need it.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. shall serve me for...
Okay, well that's my first hint to phase 2. And apparently this is going to get so much worse. Is what I'm learning. Is what I'm learning from this is that phase 2 is going to make this so much worse.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weak in despair, tremble in death is my domain, and you shall serve me for...
In case you're wondering if me starting the fire later was planned, no, I just straight up forgot to do it at the start.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Why must you, as a legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way? You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die!
If you guys follow up on one of the few things
Can't get
Very
away
good.
quick enough,
So
can
now is a
you?
follow up on one of the few things I can actually parry. Say that's fine. No, I don't actually think that's fine. That's not fine at all. On the right side, easily my best attempt. On the bad side, I think that'll still at least another 35% to go. Hey,
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me
I still hate that attack so much.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? Why must you, a legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way?
Wait, how'd that first one still hit me? It was well past me already.
Weep in despair, tremble in fear. Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all.
Still a better duo fight than Godskin Duo, at least. It's more fun, at least, than Godskin Duo. 'Cause Godskin Duo ends up being a ton of waiting around doing nothing.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
I accidentally clicked the right thumbstick, so I no longer was locked on to the puppets, which is really bad when he's doing that attack.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? Death is my domain, and you shall serve
More
me
fun,
for
but
all eternity.
but far more difficult than the Godskin duo has ever been. Never understood everyone's complaints about how difficult the Godskin duo was. If you play it patient, the duo fight was always not that bad for me. This fight, on the other hand,
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Weep in despair, tremble in fear. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
I don't think anything anymore, Marciana. I honestly don't think anything anymore.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Yeah, so I've learned recently. Not like I'd ever do a try like that anyway.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die! Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for...
Oh, new best percentage. Charge attack for a hopeful eventual stun.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must you, a legendary stalker, impede my work and get in my way? You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. Adornment for my room.
Basically, follow up, right? Okay, Fable Parry, Light, Dodge. Fable Parry, Light, Dodge. I might be able to fit. Actually, I could probably get double. Oh, I bet you I could double Fable Parry there. If I can get the timing right, I bet you I can get the double, and I might still be able to get the charge attack. I remember that when I get to phase 2.
To think I became
right.
anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. Weep in despair, tremble in fear. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Hopefully let the crocodile, I'll kill her while you're gone, just so I can say I at least killed her.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Death is my name, and you shall serve me.
Almost got the charge attack off. It was probably pretty stupid going for the second charge attack attempt. Grr. Grr. This bitch needs to die.
To think I became
fight,
anxious
but
when
this
told
bitch
a
needs to die.
fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was.
No, the Zambi magic words of I'll be right back.
Who you
And
are doesn't matter anymore. Die! None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in my way? Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die! You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you? To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. Can't get away quick
I think I
enough, can
remember
you?
after that shit.
Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. How humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for later.
Right idea. Right idea.
Death is my domain.
Right idea.
and
Right
you
idea.
shall
A
serve
little
me.
early on the parry. Right idea. Early on the parry. Okay. Get that next time. Go together with the 3 charge, or just be a little number over.
You're not the puppet
get
I
her.
was expecting.
We'll get
Who
it.
are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must you, a legendary stalker, impede my work, and you will make a final door in my room, don't you think?
Oh, those were some new ones. It's kind of weird because I've been fighting her for for like an hour now, and you would think I'd assume everything by now, but nope, that was a new one.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die! Weep in the storm, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. How humiliating that you should
Usually
see
my best
how I was
attempt going to
saving
phase 2. But as soon as I say it, I just lost 2 health points over that. Really again?
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way? You will make a fine adornment for my
too early
room,
again.
don't you think?
That shove after the dive is delayed as all hell. Oh, we're more consistently getting to phase 2. That's good. Damn. I'll get her. I keep
You're
saying,
not the
I keep
puppet
saying
I
that,
was
so I'm not sure if I'm trying to
expecting.
convince myself or what's
Who
going on.
are you? I left my work half completed for this. How do you propose repaying me for my lost time? You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
I should have dodged that first one before going for the charge attack. And that would have been a new best attempt going into phase 2. Yeah. Greedy. Greedy.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was.
How come my original plan involved killing the puppet like twice to win the fights, and now here I am trying to win the fight without killing it.
None who enter this
Sorry, I changed the
greenhouse
plans, I
may
guess.
leave with their lives.
phase 2.
You impudent little puppet. To push me this far. Weep in despair. Tremble in fear. Scream for my pleasure.
Okay, that's new.
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way? Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die!
And this is why I said I should save that for when I see the freaking white box show up. So I had to risk it. That I might proc it. Nope.
You're not the puppet I was
Yeah, that's the
expecting.
tense.
Who are you? Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Outside of like 1 or 2 attacks, for the most part, I got phase 1 figured out. So I was gonna get phase 2 figured out.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. Can't get away quick enough, can you?
Cannot get hit by that charge.
You will make a fine adornment for my
Ton of
room,
damage.
don't you
No
think?
reason to get hit by it.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
I said, I
can
figured,
you?
I got phase 1 figured out. I just
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work, you impudent little puppet, to push me this far?
oh, not good.
You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
Okay, a little later than that. Each time I do it, I keep delaying it a little bit longer. Eventually, I'll delay it long enough. I'd actually scream, but there are people asleep in the house.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was.
Where am I going?
Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die!
I was nowhere near you, but alright.
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work? Death is my domain, and you shall serve me for all
My
eternity.
charged attack missed. Come on, dude. I died going for a charge attack that went off but missed. Okay.
To think I became
Okay.
anxious when told a
Sure.
fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was.
Why not?
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. Can't get away quick enough, can you?
Oh, Pack clearly cannot.
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way? Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemist?
Die, 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 die.
I had no rivalry with Leia. It should have been the two of us, locked in a fight to the death.
We got a key from Marchiona.
Christ.
Hey, I bet it opens that gate we passed before entering the greenhouse.
Oh, I wonder if it did.
This place is definitely a dead end, and
So is it now?
since Leia's not here, let's go back.
Okay, let's keep going, shall we? Holy shit, dude. Most definitely. Open sesame. not gonna lie, Zambi, I thought the same thing, but I didn't want to say it.
This can't be.
Oh, we actually got it.
Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
What's the other thing we gotta do? Oh, I think that's just a key for now. Hey, it's a nice looking code.
Hello. Rosora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend?
Sure.
Hello. Rosora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend? Rosora wants to be free. But I need my shoes to do that. Please, please help me travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and dance. I will wait for you here. Rosora was locked in a birdcage. I don't know how long I was there. A white butterfly woke me up and freed me. And I followed the white butterfly all the way here. But I lost my shoes while I was running. I don't know where they came off. I have a precious friend. I miss that friend dearly. We played all the time at the Rose Estate. Our hearts were filled with joy. Rosora wants to see her friend again. That's why I have to go back there. I want to go back to the Rose Estate. But to do that, Rosora needs her shoes. Please, please help Rosora travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and dance. I will wait for you here.
That's me.
Oh, the Carnival Garden. The tram station's that way. I think it's our best chance of getting out of here.
Intel received regarding an ambush by the Legacy Stalker. Priority change. Temporarily suspend the search for Lady Marchiona's small puppet. Prepare for the legendary Stalker's attack. Wait. The Parade Master in its heyday, huh? Absolute. Appreciate the raid, dude. How you doing? How's your stream? I am melting in this shit. Sure, it's fun. That's good. What are we up to? No, I have not played Expedition 33 yet. I hate this DLC. And yes, it did. That time I just got squashed to death. I'm gonna walk to the left and see what's over there. Welcome to the carnival. You're invited to the prize puppet special stage. Demonstrate your dance moves and showcase your talent. A special prize awaits. But wait, there's more. Insert a carnival coin for a surprise gift. Find the prize puppet now. Okay, so... Here's the only way to go is around the giant parade master. Lovely. So of all enemies, they had to bring back the freaking sweepers. Oh no. Ooh, we got the coin. To the other side. Game up. Knock knock.
Oh, now that's what I call a dance number. Come on, let's see your best moves.
Yeah, so I just gotta dance for that. Okay, so yeah, only way to go is through the Parade Master. That is so unfortunate. Right, I could run past them. Well, shoot that now. Parade Master definitely hurts much more in his heyday than he does when we've seen him at the beginning of the game. Just get a coin for that. Hey, thanks. On the bright side, I'm assuming he stays dead. Yep. Yeah, it's just the mattress going. Oh really? Oh really? I spend a carnival coin in order to fight, in order to get mini bosses. so each of those little gates leads to a mini boss of some kind. There's one over there. Maybe. I guess there'll have one more climb. Okay, that was a dumb idea. Not the dumbest idea I've had, but that was probably a pretty dumb idea. See what these things get me. I swear to God, if it ends up being another dance, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay, I think I might be done for the day. think I might have had enough game one shot for the day. But hey, we killed two bosses. We'll see what the heck that fire puppet thing gives me, and we'll see what the hell this DLC has for me next later tomorrow, right? Because technically tomorrow's Variety Thursday, so actually tomorrow would actually make sense to play this game. Probably starting from Friday, I'm probably going to start doing a mix of fighting games and this game rather than just this game, since I do need to keep practicing again. So if anything, tomorrow will be the last day of solo Lies of P, and then we'll start doing 50-50s until we eventually beat this game. Or beat the DLC. This say we beat the game, right? But beat the DLC. But yeah, good progress so far. Cool bosses. Hate everything else, but cool bosses. Okay, not really, but still. Quick shout outs to Absolute and Colonel with the raids. I appreciate it. Like I said, that's going to be it for me. We'll be back tomorrow. We will, like I said, see what hell this DLC has for us next. So until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Night, whatever times you guys, good time zones. As always, I have everything. Until next time, I will talk to you guys